la, the sick and disabled. Dip your finger in the water, come and cool my tongue, cause I'm tormented with flame. He had to eat.
This has been my first year in choir.
This has been my second year in choir.
I've been in choir for all 4 years of high school, so freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, all of them.
The thing that made me really want to join choir was probably my friend Michael. He convinced me to go in even though I was a little unsure at the time, but in the end I believe it was the best choice.
So my sophomore year, I had a really close friend. He wanted me to join, but I told him no. But I kind of came to my senses and decided to join the next year. But the weird thing is that right after I decided to join, me and him stopped being friends. So that was kind of awkward when I joined men's chorus. But I'm really glad I joined men's chorus.
What made me want to join choir was like a multitude of things. I always loved to sing, but mostly my dad, he really inspired me to join because he used to be in choir when he was in high school in Antioch, and like he loved it and he told me about everything that he did, and I always wanted to do that too. So I decided to join.
To me, I think choir means a lot. I've only been in it for a year now, but I can really appreciate how much effort and fun it is.
Choir means a lot to me. I really didn't think it would mean this much to me, but after just one concert, I really just felt so at home with everyone there.
Choir means a lot to me, man. I mean, I've been in this choir for 4 years, and I've made a lot of friends in it, and I love singing, and it's one of the things that I can actually do for the school, you know?
My favorite moment in choir was my first concert. It was my first real performance in front of an audience, and I think I learned a lot, as well as being near all the people that I'd known for at least 3 months.
My favorite moment in choir was probably either CMEAs last year or the spring concert. The reason why CMEAs was my favorite was because we got superior for men's chorus, and men's chorus last year was choir of the year, so it meant a lot. And we were just a very close-knit group of people, and we always, cared for each other, and we always wanted to be the best that we possibly can. The spring concert was also my favorite moment because we didn't have to dress up all like fancy and such. We just had to kind of like it was a laid-back type of concert.
There's a tie for 2 favorite moments in choir. The first one was my sophomore year during the winter concert when I was in women's ensemble, and we sang this thing called the Ceremony of Carols. It was crazy. It was like 12 pieces, and there was a harp, and it was beautiful, and that was like the first solo I ever had. And I loved that choir, and it was really fun. And then my second favorite was same year, women's ensemble, but it was the spring concert, so it was the last one. And we were singing, Motown Medley, which has, all the ones. And it was really cool, and the ending note was just really powerful, and like all the seniors were crying, and it was an experience, and I had a lot of fun with it.
I'm not sure if I would pursue a career in singing because I don't think I'm good enough, but I'd love to have the chance to do it as a hobby or try and get into an in-campus choir.
I think I would pursue a career in singing. Right now I'm working on a double album, which is pretty much just 2 albums put together. And it's a bunch of songs I wrote back when I was an edgy freshman, so it makes sense that I make a awesome album. But the reason why it's taken me so long to make it, because I've been working on it for 3 years, is because every time I want to record something, I feel like I need to add more before I record, or when I do record, I feel like it's not good enough, so I gotta keep on redoing, so it probably won't be out for a while, but I'm hoping that it can get out someday. But whether it be doing albums like that or just singing in a choir, I would love to do that. My main passion, though, is film, but I think singing would probably be second or just right up there with film.
So I don't know if I would pursue a career in singing. I would really love to. I think the aspect of it is really fun. But I don't know if I could actually do it reading music, I don't even know how to play the piano, and I know so many other people that are really talented. But if I could, join an on-choir, campus choir, where I could just try out and just do it for fun, I'd do that,
My name is Lorena Parse. I am 16 years old, a junior in high school, and I'm student life editor in Yearbook.
So my name is Samantha Morris. I'm 17, a senior in high school, and I'm a student life editor.
I started Yearbook my freshman year.
Technically I started Yearbook in middle school, the 7th and 8th grade years, and then I've done it all throughout high school. So for one page in the yearbook, it's typically 1 week to lay things out, put pictures on it, and get interviews for it, but then it's another 2 weeks to edit everything, and that's just for 1 page.
A yearbook editor does a lot. We create all the pages, we oversee other pages, we go through and edit other people's pages, we take pictures, interviews, we write all the stories, and of course we have to mentor the new people so they can soon take over for us.
So a yearbook editor is someone who will take interviews, take pictures, format pages, and make sure everything is precise for our format. Also, we have the responsibility of training new people who come into the classroom, and that's really difficult because sometimes they don't understand our style right off the bat, and training them is a lot harder than it should be, but we have to work with it.
I've learned a lot of time management, writing stories in 5 minutes basically. It's funny, I've met like so many people through interviews and just working on their pages in the book even though they don't know me, and I'll like see them out on school and I'll be like, oh, I know you, but you don't know me at all.
I've definitely learned how to deal with people. Some people just don't want to be interviewed, don't want their picture taken, and they'll like come at you for it. And also training the newbies, it's really hard sometimes to like get them to understand what we're doing, but from it I've learned how to deal with people and time management for sure.
I don't let it get to my head because I know they don't fully understand the work or the whole masterpiece of the yearbook. So what they have to say usually isn't like that important to me. I don't know if that's bad to say. Yeah, I really don't try to listen to it because I put an entire year's worth of work into this book that's honestly a masterpiece, and they don't really pay attention to any of that. They like have little things to say like about the colors, which is dumb.
Typically, I try not to let it get to me because the yearbook is something that I've worked really hard on for an entire year. Some days I'm here till like 6 p.m., even later. I've been here till 11. Just working on this book. It's basically my homework that I've worked so hard on, this giant $100,000 project. And for someone just to pick out a tiny comma I missed or a name I misspelled, that I can understand. But for punctuation or misspelling a word, that's like, I take it to heart sometimes, but I really try not to let it get to me. Deadlines has to be the hardest thing because sometimes it'll be at midnight, and if the pages aren't done, that's how they're gonna go. And missing a deadline actually costs us even more money, so we have to get all the interviews, pictures, and pages exactly how they're going to be in the book by midnight of some day during the year.
Honestly, just teaching the new people, because we have a certain level of expectations, the editors, and how we want pages to get done, how we want interviews and stories, that they don't necessarily like understand yet, and it takes them a while to pick up on how to do everything. I continue to take this class because I love it and I love the people, and I love that I'm doing something more with high school, that I've created something that's gonna stay with me for the rest of my life.
I love this class with my whole heart. It's been my favorite class out of all 4 years in high school. I love the people in it. I've become a family with all the other editors. Like, there are people that I wouldn't necessarily talk to outside of class if we weren't in yearbook together. But it's really neat to see people from like different backgrounds and different interests all come together because we all have the same interests.
Yearbook's really fun, and you guys should actually go through and read the entire yearbook and pay attention to everything.
I love my student life editor, Lorena, so much, and all the other editors so much. They are my family, and thank you, Rensselaer, for always giving us room.
Alright, you guys can do it now.